let's get warmed up, chainsawed up, and warm, and get into it. Let's get a nice little block here for the phone to be in close proximity, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna and then I'll go into first person view shortly. Let's see. Check it out. Alright, so all our gear comes from Still Shot in Hamilton East, Grey Street. So all my gear comes from East Still Shot on Grey Street. Go and check them out. They've got a large range of all kinds of gear, from barbecues to generators, all kinds of gear, not just chainsaws and mowers. So that's Still Shot in Hamilton East on Grey Street, New Zealand. So we'll just keep our safety thing here. Just going to warm up the 661. Not sounding good. And all of you. So we've got protection for our ears, eyes, and we also have chaps on. The bare minimum of safety requirement. Hello, Lee. Got some dies, they're sort of waist height. waist height on me. Rings here, they're pretty wide. We've got a bunch to go through. This stuff here is from a famous New Zealander. He's famous New Zealander at this point. I would call him. He's a he. I don't know if you'll work it out. Have a guess in the comments. I'll try and go back over them. So we're going to do a bit of cutting. We'll cut these ones up, and we're going to put them through the splitter over here. So I will go into first person mode soon. I just want to get the saw warmed up. Hello everybody. Yola. Also, I've got a pretty sore knee, so I'm holding around. Making sure our views are okay here. Just getting warmed up here, getting the all good. We're going to go into first person pretty shortly. Just hold up. We'll just get through these couple. So we've always got the lock on and off. That's not going to work there. Let's get a bit of view here. Sorry, let's just change the view. Get back it. Ready for you. Oh, nice and slow. Wow. Alright. Bit average. We can get better view here. Let's see what the first person we can do. I'm just going to have to tighten up a couple of things here, otherwise these are just going to hover down like that. How is that view anyway? I'm just going to tighten up the hold up. So we'll just get this tightened on my head here. It is pretty warm in here. Go the other way. So we want it to go. I'm going to pull that through. I should have wore a bloody hat. Of course. Is that tighter? I think that's tighter. Tighter, yola. Is it? Alright, so go into this first person view. I'm going to be sweating all over. What's going on here, kid? Oh, you made it bigger, bro! That's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to make it smaller, mate. So we'll just keep pulling that through. That way, it's gone huge. It's just not what we're trying to do. Not what we're trying to do. Come on, Leroy. Get it together, buddy. Alright, let's go with so I'll just show you a couple of things. I am sweating like a wild man. I am kind of a wild man sometimes. We'll see. I don't know if we can get the wild man out here today. I'll just show you a couple of techniques with the chainsaw here. So I'm an arborist, okay? So what I do is I might have to walk out to the car and get a hat, just so because this is, of course it bloody is. So you're gonna have to come for a walk with me, which is a bit of a bloody pity, really. So we're going to cut some up and we're going to be putting through the splitter up that conveyor there. And let's go quickly see if I've got a hat here, because what's happening is it's just riding it down. Ah, my bloody knee is, I'm walking like I've got a super long knee or a leg or something. Ah, tripping up. So I need to really change my lifestyle habits at the moment, because everything's just getting right on top of me, as in I'm getting really behind on work stuff. The sheep are over there having a bit of a break in the shade. Let's get this like that, and that'll just prop our camera up. All right, hopefully we'll rock back in now. So these are just all trees, obviously, that I've cut down as an arborist. You know, some of these trees are, you know, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of tree. I mean, like in the tens of thousands of dollars. So, sorry, I'll just get us back here. I'm fully limping. Here we go. So, what I'm going to show you is just a couple of quick techniques, and then we'll be straight back into it. Hello to everybody. I'm wearing the phone here on my head. I'm using a phone to stream from here rather than my GoPro. It's just easier. So hopefully you're going to be able to see what I want you to see here. So let's get back into it. Just tighten this up. Hopefully. So we're going to put on our earphones, earmuffs. Here we go. So when I have got the chainsaw going, at all times when I stop, I'll flick my hand through like this, and then puts on the safety lock, which means this chain can't go around, and it stops. Even if the chainsaw is going, it can't go round. It has to be taken off, and then it can go round. So whenever I'm moving around, I'll whack that on, but I'll just go like this with my hand. You'll see that. Also, yeah, that's the main one. That's the main one, so let's get back into it. I'm going to check the camera in a minute and ask you what you think of the view and can you see enough. So I'll be back. Throw this over here. We'll separate these. Always check what's on the other side of your cut there, just to prevent while you're cutting, check on the other side there. Make sure it doesn't flick up, because if there's a little stick or anything, even the littlest twig could make that bar flick up like that at us. So I always check, make sure you do too. Whack on the bar thing. All right. Hopefully our angle's okay. I broke this the other day, which I forgot. Need to get a new axe. Just come in here. just quickly. How's that view? Is it alright? Just let me know if you can. Hey RKW, yo Donald, what's the view like? If anybody can let me know, that will be great. Or is it better back like this? Just quickly. We'll also do some first person view of the splitter going. So I'm going to put these logs, these bits of wood through. I'll have to grab them, throw them over here. Anyone going to comment? Is it better in first person or sitting back? Sit back, relax. Better back. Yola, Sandy. Okay, so that's what we're waiting for there. Let's sit here. Let's get you set back up like this. And let's just go like this, because that's actually quite a wide bit there. It's going to take a little bit of cutting, so we'll just keep it on that side since that's really the main side there. Somehow why is the phone moving? Is it still moving? See how it's moving there? Freaking always something. Looks pretty still. Looks pretty still. Yola. Here we go. Some hazards here. Bit of rope. All these bits on the other side here. Quickly again, just check the other side, on this side of the cut, just in case it hits one of those blocks there. I don't know if you can see them. And then bounces back out. Please like and subscribe. We're going fishing tomorrow. I am going to go live. I'm pretty sure, or check out my channel, YOLA! Let's just start that back up. Check this out. Clean the air filter there. This is really quite an ugly piece, this. I'm just trying to think where we can move the camera to so you can actually see what's going on, because you're not getting much of a view there. Let's just come over here a bit and try and sit you right down. Baby, let your hair hang down. Everybody's talking about the new way of walking. Do you wanna lose your mind? Walk right in, sit down. Baby, let your hair hang down. I'm just trying to get you a better spot here. Bloody sit up, bloody phone. Stand up for yourself. Bloody trying to make me do it all. Trying to just get it to stand up here. Bloody stand up, you little bugger. Here we go. That's better, eh? That'll do. That's all I'm going to be able to get for you at this point. I'd like it to be a bit more like that. But is it getting a little bit too greedy? You know? Too bloody greedy here. Too bloody... Clear, not blurry. Okay, thank you, Sandy Jacobs. Did I meet you when I was with my darling Lorna? When I was with my darling Lorna, Sandy Jacobs, down, you were fishing? I'm not totally sure, but I think that was you. Sorry, this is really not the plan, but hey, it's got to be bloody right, doesn't it? Because otherwise, it's going to be wrong. That we have to do right there. Hopefully the phone will stay up. I'll keep an eye on you. All right. I just got to check this side. Hey! Here we go. Move this piece here, because it's just getting in my way there. I need bloody ugly. Alright, we'll just roll this around over here, bruh. Alright, let's just get that. And he get this. So what just happened there in the way was there sparks. If you saw sparks, so we just hit dirt. So it's more than likely our chainsaw is now blunt. I'm pretty sure I hit the dirt over here too, and it's a bit blunt. It's going to be worse. When you're cutting bigger stuff like this, you don't want a blunt chainsaw. Look at that. See that? It's most probably pretty blunt. And out of gas. All right. So what we'll do here is we'll just check how hot the bar is. That's pretty warm, very warm. I always have this with me to put on when I'm finished with the saw. So if somebody's walking around, they can't stand on it, just in case they don't see it, stand on the back of that with their heel on the back of their leg and it just rips their legs open. Or they trip on it, whatever. So what I'll do is I'll just sit it in real close to the forklift here. So there's no room to really stand on that bar. We're not using that anymore, it's blunt. That one bit of dirt on top of, I didn't see a cut in the dirt here, because you'll normally see a cut if you've hit the ground. You'll see a bar mark and it'll just be like you've cut the ground. But just hitting that one little bit of dirt, you could see it was struggling to cut. And I was having to saw it through, No, we don't do that. It's just going to get the saw really hot. Let's start this bad boy up. So we'll just flick this on. I think I turned the gas off because I took this bottom off here and it's leaking gas. Old lazy here needs to come in and do a little fix up. Hopefully that's the gas on. And flick that on, choke one there, flick the choke back, choke on, choke off. Hey, you better bloody go in a minute. No gas is on, I don't think there, so we'll just trust in ourselves here. What do? We'll just go with this one so we don't flood it. Here we go. Let it warm up. We've got to let full bore there, but we don't want to let full bore when it's cold, so we'll just keep running the choke. But it will not idle, it wants to have full bore while it's cold, but I don't like thrashing my stuff, so we'll just put that back on, one, just before it cuts out, because if it cuts out while the choke's on, it's going to flood it, possibly. So let's get that warmed up. Something like that. Suppose we're going to cut back out, and then we'll come back around here. Let that warm up. And while we're doing that, we'll just zoom this out. Hello to everybody. If you're watching, please like, subscribe, share, comment. We're going fishing tomorrow. We just got home from a fishing trip. Yes, what, Saturday was it? I don't know. After 2 weeks out at sea, pretty much. Here we go. Let's just see if we can zoom in a little bit. There we go. That'll do. Let's take these off for a little bit. Take these off. So, if I was anywhere, unless it was a major emergency, I would never ever use a chainsaw without chats. Ever. I use a chainsaw on a regular basis. It's my profession, or one of them. I would never chainsaw without these on. It's just a little bit of advice. You can get yours from Still, Hamilton East, on Grey Street. And I'm not just trying to plug Still, Hamilton East on Grey Street. They will look after you. Mention my name, you'll get looked after. But they're about $100. I would never ever chainsaw without these on. Only an idiot would chainsaw without these on. Straight up. Why would you not just buy a pair? You get used to it. It stops all the sawdust going in your boots or in your shoes. Whatever you should be wearing chainsaw boots as well. But only an idiot would not wear those. All right, so that's nice and warmed up. I took the strap that I had in here, was for holding the phone up while we do this. Let's just get started, and then we'll move into that one-person view, first-person view, and see what it's like. Like that. That'll have to do for now. Alright, let's give it a go. If Baru, if Holmes, not one bit. I'm gonna put you in first person here, view, just for a change. The machine is not running very well. It needs the hydraulic fluid in it. It's got a light leak coming from the seal there, or just out of here. It needs to be tightened and a new seal put in. I'm going to give you a quick roll at first person view here. Oh sorry, I'm losing my mind here. There we go. Bardal. I seen someone say something about Bardal in there. Bardal is out. Not welcome. Alright, so, and if you're a woman, Bardal will be talking to you. If there's someone just womanizing the woman, it'll be Bardal. I've noticed that about him. Anyway, we're trying to womanize, even though he's a married man with a wife. We'll just put that on, keep it nice and safe. Yeah, I don't like Bardal anymore. It's the straight facts. All right, here we go. Let's just see if we can get the first person view here. We're off fishing in the morning. Let me know what you think of this view. How's that view for everybody? What's that new view like? Hoof. Couple of things I'm always happy to do: mowing, whipper, snapping, chainsawing, splitting wood. I will never mean about doing them, but I'm not doing it full time either. It's nothing like anything you do full time, eh man? It's you know, it's gonna wreck it. Fishing, anything. If you eat your favourite thing all the time, it will not be your favourite for too long. So that's a good view. All right, let's go. Better than the other view, or is it better when it's up on the thing there? Yeah, I can't be. I will, bruh. I got to clean out the hydraulic fluid. Both good. Which one's better? Let's just carry on with this one because it's new. All right, so thank you very much, Hoof. And let's get our earphones back on. Tool shed, of course. Class 5 earmuffs, 5-year warranty, and Bluetooth. All right, so whatever is, both all good. Thank you, Yola Estate. Hope you're good. Good to see you on here, Yola Estate. Whatever is better for you, Leroy. It's best for me up there, but hey, let's try something else. Let's get this thing here is hanging down, so it's just been a bit annoying, but hey, what's life without any bit of problem action? It's smooth, that's what it is. Smooth criminal. Ow! Still haven't got my voice back. That was supposed to be Alien Ant Farm, not bloody. What a blood day or what a Sunday. Ramidations from the heartbeat, intimidations. Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? Annie, Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? You've been struck by a smooth criminal. Whoa! One arm! this, and I put it through like this, and my hand's holding it like that, and then the pressure comes on, and then that crack there closes up. Got to be real careful, man, or woman, where you're holding the wood as well. How's the angle, everyone? What I'm just stopping it for is to ask about the angle. But see this crack here? This crack opened up. I was holding my hand there. This is one piece of wood, and that crack opened up. And while I was doing that, it sucked my hand in, grabbed the glove. But sometimes you'll be so unlucky that it'll pinch your hand as well. This is a beautiful piece, man. I struggle because the fire I have at my house, it will take this whole piece, just put it in, and then put in another one to go with it. so I struggle to make them sizable for people to use, you know, now. But anyway, it's just, it can be really dangerous, especially if you get tired. When you're doing it, or you just don't pay attention. You may have a short memory span or a short attention span, which I do, except I understand, well, I shouldn't say that, I generally understand, touch wood, touch some wood here, how dangerous it is. So I always keep my wits and follow the same, pretty much the same exact policies or routines that I would follow anytime. So how was that view? I'm just asking you, what do you think? Is it pink? Is it green? Is it green? How was that view? Anybody? But yeah, so yeah, I always follow the same sort of procedures. Yeah, it's so dangerous. There's so many things that you can get complacent with, or you get tired, or you just think you're the man or the woman and you've got it sussed, you're good at it, hey, whatever, maybe you are, but then all of a sudden, boom, something will happen that's different that you did not expect. And I have had my fingers caught, like if you grab in here like that and you were holding it and it was about to go through, you know, just say you were holding it, I'll give you a good example, whatever, a better one than this, but say you were holding that crack like this in the front and it was going the other way around. I'm just waiting for someone to comment on the view. Say you were holding it like this. Say you were holding it like this, okay? Jeepers cripes, get off that piece of wood! And you're holding it like this, just holding it up, and then it took pressure on the knife here, that could close up. And then your fingers, you can't get them out unless you go backwards. And then you're in deep crap, because you can't go backwards when you got no other hand, you only got one hand, and maybe you can't reach something to whack it to get it to come off. It's going to be a big problem. Or it goes through, this part of the wood is going through the knife, this part isn't. But it split that open and you come through, you've grabbed it there to lift it off, and maybe it didn't come off and it closes. As soon as it comes through the knife, it closes back up and your fingers are in there. Ouch. So I've done it maybe 3 times in over 7 years or so. A couple of the times my fingers were in there and I was not running, but walking down there really fast, trying to get it off my hand and going, like freaking out, like trying not to freak out because it's full on like jamming it, and just trying to stay calm and start walking towards help, and thinking like, you know, you don't want to be embarrassed. Go to somebody's house, you got your hand stuck in a piece of wood and you can't get it off, and also it really hurts. But anyway, what's that view like? I once crushed my hand with a loose plush plait at 10 years old. No, I don't mind about the phone on my head. That's no good, Holdsworth. I'm happy to have it on my head if the view's good. Is the view good? Hello, I'm blessed. Hello, Mike Curley. Hello, everybody. How's the view? Good view. Okay, let's carry on. Let's get you back on my head here. We haven't got too much to go anyway. The chainsaw hit a bit of dirt. Where is our dirt? There's some dirt right there. There's some dirt right bloody there. Ah! Down here, we hit a bit of dirt in a in a hole like this. Chucked a couple of sparks on the 661 from Still, which is 93 or 94 cc's, Still shop, Hamilton East on Grey Street. Go there, all over the country, give them a ring, mention my name, we'll send it down to you, and sort it out with them. Obviously I'm not an owner or anything, but they'll look after you. I mean it. Anywhere in the country, even if you're out of the country, we'll make some kind of plan to get you what you need. Yola, so I'll just get this back up here. For some reason, the bloody thing's, it's just ugly. Hanging ugly. But hey, what can I say? It's just another day. I had my friend, he sends me raps, freestyle raps. He just raps to some stuff, sends it to heaps of people. I'm not a big rap fan at all, but last night I decided to send him one back. And now I'm sort of thinking I'm Slim Shady. That's my baby, Shady Brown. Anyway, here we go. Let's get back into it. Yola. I have a lawyer friend. He's a lawyer. He cut his fingers off with one of these. He's a lawyer. I have a lawyer friend. He cut his fingers off using one of these. He thinks he's really clever. Some may say he is. Maybe he is. I don't know. But he cut his fingers off with a log splitter. Why? Because he most probably got complacent, thinks he knows it all. Who bloody knows? An accident, it happens. A lawyer cut his fingers off with a log splitter, just like this. It's a lot, it's, you know, doesn't matter how clever you are or how clever you think you are. Respect. Here we go, let's get you back up here. Hopefully the camera's not going to turn again. What's bloody going on now? Okay, so that's come off the run here. So we've got a little bit of a stick here that's gone in, taken the belt off, and then it's walked its way over and started riding on this, right into this. I've had this for years, man. Or a few years, it's done a lot of work. Something's not right there. And it's done well, man. It's excellent. Anyway, let's carry on. I'll just recheck that view just to make sure you can see what I'm doing. high-tech shoes here. Just go straight through this, easy. It will anyway, but not. Why, I don't know. Well, I do know. Today I'm sort of pretty slow here, really slow. It's these singular little ones like that are the ones that'll fly out and smash you straight in the face. I've had enough. Let's just get through these couple more bits here. That'll bloody do it. All right. That'll bloody do it. Funny Megan. All right, so that was super slow. I don't know why it was so slow today. It was super slow. Let's let our machine here cool down. Let our machine here cool down. Oh man. Better than. So tomorrow we're going fishing. Feels like it's going to rain. It's supposed to rain. It's supposed to rain tomorrow too a little bit out Raglan, but that's not going to stop anybody down here. It's only a day trip. So Yola. I think we're going to climb up this tree though, one of these days soon. There's a tree over here. And we're gonna go and have a look right freaking now. Come on, let's go and have a quick look. Let's just go and have a quick look. I have been asked to take the tops out of those, and then I can then clean it all up. Take the tops out of these. Sorry about that. Right there. Take that top out. Most probably down to about that mark there. But it'll look nice. It'll look bloody nice. So take the top out of there to about there, so it'll just be that nice shape, and then same on the other one there. And I got told that if I wanted to, I could do that. I have to clean up the entire mess. They're quite big trees. They look a lot smaller than they actually are from on the phone here. I got told take it out at where I showed you there. That one too, so I must have come down a bit lower. Well, that one, you need to leave 33% to keep the tree alive. But anyway, I'm allowed to do that. I'm allowed to do that, and asked if I want to do that. I got to clean up the mess, and I get to keep the wood. Jeepers, I wonder why I'm not doing it. What a joke. What a joke. There's hardly any wood in there. There might be freaking 4 cubic meters, or maybe a little bit more. Anyway, we're going to climb up here. So we got that little leader there. So we'll get my climbing gear on. I'll get it so it's all good on my on the helmet, so the GoPro or the phone, and then we'll climb up and we'll take that out without smashing the fence. Let's have a little look here. Got a little bit of a rotten one there too. So yeah, it's come right off. By the look of it, it's come right off the thing there by the look of it. So we would have to, stupid coming and standing under here like this. This is all quite rotten. So this guy needs to do something about these trees. But yeah, so there you go. It's snapped right off. So we'll come up and go up the back here. Up the back, right up to that little point there, and then most probably carry on up that other stem and put a tie-in point a bit higher up, so we've got a bit of height to work with, and then we'll come across and then we'll get on that one and see what's going on when we get up there, and possibly even go a bit higher on that stem. Actually, we'll go quite a way up so that we can come out onto this broken limb there and get it out of there, because it's not just going to fall down. Oh, you might be lucky, very lucky, but we'll come out come out on it and come right out here somewhere. We'll see what it's like when we get up there. That might not happen at all. We might just try it, chuck a tag line on it, and we'll just go up there for the fun of it. We could maybe even tag line it from the ground here easily, and then tie a running bow line from down here, knot, and then what that would allow is you get a nice loop over there, throw the rope, get it over, get it to come down with the weighted ball or the drone. I use my drone for sending the ropes into the trees, or the speed line, the throw lines with a weighted ball, as long as the tree is big enough and or allows for the drone to go up and go through the branches, and then I just drop the throw line and tie my climbing line on. And yeah, so but we'll go up there, possibly just throw a tag line or get a tag line on it. We'll just go up for the fun of it. We could do it off the ground. I think we might do both, we'll see. But then just tie a running bow line on the ground once the end's on the ground. And that's the good thing about a running bow line, you can just pull it from the ground and it'll just tighten up into the up into where you've tied around, like the loop, and you know, you don't need to go up there. Our sheep. A sheepy! Hello, a sheepy! Normally they look. That's the original mum, one of the original mums, that black-faced one. There's, anyway. I'll just go for a couple of comments here. And we're going to be going fishing tomorrow unless the weather's changed drastically. We are going to go to Raglan. I was hoping to go for a dive. Tomorrow, I mean Wednesday, it's most likely definitely diveable. Possibly, well, it depends on how dirty it is. It's going to be 0.3 to 0.6 meters on Wednesday. Tomorrow it's 0.6 meters to 0.9. And of course we'll be diving by ourselves, bro, and around the cliffs there. So I'd rather it be 0.3 and 0.6, just because just the swell adds just a little bit of, I don't know, scares me a little bit more than than I already am. There's some mean spots around there, man. I took my uncle around there and was hoping to jump in the water, and he jumped in the water, and I was like, finally I get to dive around there with someone out in the deep, you know, way out where you can't see the rocks and there's big, you know, and I was like, yes. And soon as we swam in and he seen the first rock under the water, he had a stroke or something, I don't know, just swimming back to the boat. I was gutted, but I was happy that he was safe. But anyway, what have you got to say there? Hoof, going in the tinny or loops? In the tinny, my brother. Of course. Adnan Bleg, what are you waiting for to come back? What are you waiting for to come back? I'm not too sure what you mean there, bud. Or mate, Megan Collins, I got a 75-foot live oak in my backyard that needs a hit. You ever come to Virginia? I'm on my way. That's the sort of thing. Send me some photos. It can happen. This whole fishing thing, generally, which I actually at the moment haven't done a trip or two for a wee while. We have done trips in the videos. Check out my videos. It's called a working holiday, where I go down and I cut trees down, take some gear. Don't take heaps. You got to clean up the mess, or I can hire gear while I'm there. I need to be able to take a boat or my drone. But in the aspects of Virginia overseas, I'll just bring the gear and we'll hire it up over there. But that sort of stuff can happen, especially if it's a big tree and it's worth my time coming over there, and it pays, like the trips, the working holidays pay for my gas to bring my boat down and go fishing, and it'll be free, and most probably makes the money at the same time. I always charge less if the tree or the job is by the ocean and I can take my boat. I will charge less. I will do it just because it works for me. Working holiday, let's make it happen. But Megan, for the fun of it. I'm so glad I found this. Yeah, fishing, love my A off. Put your cape on, Leroy, you'll be right, bro. Maybe later. I need my hair to grow out a little bit. It looks a bit ridiculous. Inconspicuous. I don't know. Freaking, thank you everybody for watching. Hoof. No cash to take it down, but you get the wood. No, let someone else do it. It's not the taking it down that's the big problem either. Even though that's the dangerous part, it's the cleaning it up, bro. Like the amount of effort to clean that up is massive to get it back to, this isn't their land that own those trees. So I'm gonna drop it onto this person's land, go and ask them, take the top out, climb up there, you know, and do all the stuff that goes with that. And then, which is quite technical in a tree like that, because you're not taking the bottom out, depending, you know, do it all the time, but there's going to be a lot of work, and then clean it up. And you can have the wood. Oh, far out. Wow, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And let's see, 7 grand as well. How about that? And I'll take the wood as well, just cause. And if you don't want me to take the wood, let's make it 9 grand. You know, something like that. Anyway, Yola, much appreciated, everyone. I'm looking forward to getting out to getting to Raglan tomorrow. I'm not so sure if we're going live or if I'm just making a video or doing both. I'm feeling like I want to go live as well, but it sort of wrecks the videos. I don't know if you noticed in the last video I just put up, what was it? Fishing, camping, comedy, blah 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 blah. I couldn't even think of a bloody title. Got home Saturday night, got it out for you, got home Saturday arvo with loops, and then edited that video up, got it up that night. But what was I gonna say? Oh, you see the live come into the video as well, and it's sort of, I have to edit it out because the person I am in the videos to the person I am in the lives is a little bit different. I am a quiet man. I'm not a loudmouth like I seem to be when I'm on the camera. Maybe I shouldn't tell you that. Maybe I should. I don't know. If you watch my videos and then you watch the lives, a lot of them are very opposite to the person that I am in either of the two. Big show. But yeah, so I'm not a loudmouth really. Maybe come daily. I sold her a soap opera, and then got inside of her, and then mopped her after she made a mess. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I really do. And then yeah. So I'm not a loudmouth really. I'm quite quiet, and at home I don't enjoy having visitors. I just don't enjoy visitors. I go visit. I don't enjoy visitors around unless it's been planned, and I don't really raise my voice a lot. Well, yeah, I don't. I don't know. It's sort of contradicting because now with my darling lawns, I've sort of grown the all that. I have a bloody lawn, I bloody know. So I have actually got quite loud these days. Maybe I'm changing, going through, getting younger. You can tell by my inconspicuous boyhood looks here. Innocent as you can be. Not three. Anyway, I'm going to go and turn this machine off. I thank you all for watching. We will be going fishing tomorrow. Either way, I'll try and go live while I'm out there. It just depends on whether I take the Starlink Mini and then subscribe to the subscription. If you want to chuck me some more money, because it does cost a lot. And then as soon as I go and push the subscribe button and unpause it, I pretty much got to use it every day, otherwise it's just a waste of time, you know what I mean? So I think the cheapest subscription is 50 gigs, which is around 90 bucks. And then the unlimited is 220 for the month. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you add on my phone, which is unlimited high-speed internet, the house, you know, and just everything else, it starts adding up. But I don't think I feel bad if you don't drop in some extra cash. I'm not asking you to, really. Can't believe I just bloody said that. But I'm thinking about it. We got 30 days live coming up, 24/7 live stream. So out on Loops, our boat, one of the boats. Tomorrow we'll be taking out new dinghy out to the 60-foot mark. It's going to, you know, yeah. Some people would say that's silly. Some people would say, I don't know what they'd say. A lot of people would say it's silly. Who knows? If silly once you're in the water, though, I definitely would be thinking the same. But hey, it doesn't make no difference if you're in a big boat, little boat. If you're in the water, you know, like something's gone wrong. So we'll see you there. And I'll be trying to go live. It just depends on whether the receptions are worthy and things like that. So check me out. And then when we get back on Thursday, oh no, sorry, it'll be Wednesday, eh? We'll be back. Hopefully we'll get some more of the splitting and stuff done, some more chainsawing. I need to get some work off my case so we can go away. But anyway, thanks again, everybody, and much love to you all, and keep strong and stay safe. And thanks to the moderators that are running the chat there. It makes a big difference. But on Wednesday, I will most probably clean out that there and get some new oil in it before it goes, so it will run just a bit smoother. And then that needs to be welded up on that side there. And I need to grow some more hair. And Yola, have a great day. It's splitting time, it's chainsawing time, it's going to be fishing time tomorrow. But we're going to try and get out this week as well and get that four-wheeler in the river. I really want to do that. So much love and thanks again. We'll see you then. And if you want that tree cut down in Virginia, Megan, just let me know. Send us some pictures and we can make it happen. But, you know, in the future, definitely. At this point right now, I'm just too tied up. But, hey, it could happen for somebody else or you or in the next, and everybody. Make a trip. I'll do a tree in each country all around the world. It can happen. Let's make it 2. We'll go over to one of these countries where they use no ropes and they climb in bare feet, use nails, and I'll climb up there with ropes and they can make fun of me. It's funny because in New Zealand here, it's quite a thing. If you don't climb right or you don't do all the safety stuff that everybody, like, that you're supposed to do and do it exactly like, you know, a bit more safer. And then you go over to a country where they're using nails. In America, you cut the scarf and then you put the back cut on a 35-degree angle, and that's how you do it properly over there. In New Zealand, if you do that, you get laughed at. I've done that heaps. That's how I used to cut down all my trees, like that. But in New Zealand, you put the scarf in and then you go 10% up, cut the back cut in, and that's how you do it. If you cut it on that 30 like that, you'll get laughed at. You're doing it wrong. Who knows what's wrong, man? No one's wrong. It's right for you. In another country, it's right for them. For me, it's right whatever I'm doing. Anyway, keep cool, keep safe. Yola.